Hi guys, Driver Lady Pro here, because sorry about that. Okay, trying to adjust my camera. Okay, Driver Lady Pro, because I drive like a boss, but I try to stay classy like a lady. Hey folks, hey Rick Reviews, hey folks. If any of you know, this is the Cinco de Mayo version. Now, usually we do a podcast, but I have to figure out all this new YouTube, so I don't know. So we got Alex Miranda, Rick Reviews, Crispy Tampa, hey, and Angela Sullivan. Shout out, woohoo! So you guys know this is my birthday week, and I will be accepting gifts all week long. Okay, I'm just kidding. So I did not have any terrible things that I found. Usually we talk about the abuses that happen in the ride-sharing community, and I did find a ton of questions that newbies are going to ask. So I do have some Ask the Espers, but what I was going to tell you is maybe we can start the beginning out. Hello, Mandy. Happy birthday. How are you? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So I don't have a beer right now to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Your gifts. I'm your gift since you were 1 year old. Since you, is that Nicole? My sister Nicole? It's got to be my sister Nicole. All right. She says I've got one for ya. So anyway, guys, having the Cinco de Mayo. You guys know I'm married to a Mexican. And, Cinco de Mayo is a big holiday, but they don't do it, they're like, why are all these white folks getting crazy on Cinco de Mayo? Because it's not as big in Mexico. Let me turn this right. It's not as big in Mexico as it is in the United States. But great reason to drink Mad Dog 2020. No, Mad Dog in the house, loving, looking good, keeping up the good fight. Yes. Oh, Uberman Tampa in the house. So, guys, this is Cinco de Mayo. I'm just gearing up for the protest. You're a redneck when you think LOL means low on liquor. Yeah. If you want to call in, let me see. Do I have my phone with me? You can call in. I think it will. Yeah. Woo woo. So if you're my friend, like Tony knows my number, Chris knows my number. If you want to call in and be part of the program, that's fine. MD 2020. Oh no. Too many hangovers. Yeah, I did that when I was younger, and then I realized it doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it. Back off, Scott, says Tony. Mandy is all mine. Whatever. So anyway, he said, go outside and play, Tony. So tonight I'm going to talk about, I had it, where is it? I want to just read a little bit about an article. Drivers for this is something they just put out in Business Insider. Guys, I think Business Insider is a national news. So I don't think you guys realize where there's more and more people joining in on this big protest on May 8th. So drivers for rideshare companies Uber and Lyft are planning strikes this week in several cities as the controversy around the two companies' massive IPOs heat up. The strike comes ahead of Uber's IPO filing, which advocates highlight to the poor working standards and pay structure that the company has in place for drivers. Among the demands listed in the announcement for New York City drivers are increased job security, livability, income, and capping the company's commissions to guarantee 80 to 85% of the proceeds from the car to go to the driver. Yes, I think that we here in Chicago we're saying, at least 75. I mean, really. Drivers for rideshare companies Uber and Lyft are planning on striking in the city across the country, all over in working conditions and paying as the company gears up for its IPO. On Wednesday, May 8th, drivers in Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York are planning to strike between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. according to an announcement. And I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's like we now have all of New England. We have England. We have there's places in all over in England now. There's like 20 people. Okay, so we got let me read what's in the room. I wanted to share with you a rider asked me if I was going to strike. So you're doing good work. Cinco de Mayo, Mandy, and everyone. Rideshare Revolution. It's got to get more media coverage to work. Well, this is a national news. It's been all over the media. Riders are becoming aware. She knew that the Uber was ripping off the drivers. Then he says Bernie Sanders has been talking about it too. There has been quite a lot more media coverage when it was here. We've had all the local news stations cover it here, but now it's getting more national coverage because now this particular one that I'm reading from is a national news. Word has it Uber is shifting to May 10th. I wonder why not May 8th. Changing your life. Oh, they gotta have a strike on your birthday. Woohoo! Yes, I'm all ready. I'm ready, guys. London. Uber is taking notice. Yeah. Uber is taking notice. Rideshare Hub. Hey, buddy. Rideshare Hub in the house. Uberman Tampa. Chris B. Tampa driver. That turtle in my yard is a $50K fine if you touch it. Eddie has touched it 10 times. I'm screwed. And then Mad Dog says, nice little sombrero. Oh, I got more. Oh, my spouse is Mexican. How can I not have more? Hello, Franco in the house, buddy. That's my buddy, Christine. It'll be an awesome day, May 8th. Yes. Well, I don't know if Uber actually is going to wait 2 days after, but it's really going to really hurt their bottom line, and the stocks will be going boom. Yeah, we're not going to be able, it's going to really grab attention. This particular I've seen so many articles. I'm serious. There's been so many articles, but this particular article that I was reading from was, let me go over it. It is from Business Insiders. I think that is a national, Business Insider is a national thing. So, we are getting, and we're not just on Chicago, 6 o'clock news. This is getting out more and more. It says the company plans to ignite drivers to push back against what they see as unfair working terms and conditions, which they claim are geared towards benefiting corporate level employees. So the problem that everybody has with what's going on is the Uber CEO, he's getting a big, gigantic, fat paycheck with this, and we are getting pennies. he's getting a gigantic paycheck, and they don't seem to be able to give us raise our rates. They can spend a lot of money on changing the word Uber. I mean, like a lot of money on the word Uber, but they can't raise our rates. So, crispy Tampa driver Eddie keeps poking it, trying to nip it back feet, and hearing a turtle hiss cracks me up. Dara earns $45 million a year. He also gets free rides, and yeah, so he gets all kinds. And that's not to talk about everybody else in the company. Scott needs to. Okay. I'm wiping my butt right now. Not now, dreaming of Uber, says Uberman. Tampa. He's always got to say something. Leave it to Scott to say something funny. So, guys, that was basically what I had to talk about because I haven't seen anybody like being stabbed yet. When I was sick, there was, hey, driver lady, love that hat. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. And I still have, may the 4th be with you. I have, yes. Crispy Tampa, you literally are not allowed to touch a gopher turtle. It's a $50,000 fine for touching it. Okay, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. This is what I want to do. I want to be like one of those guys that are walking down the street, and all of a sudden they'll throw you the lightsaber. Oh, yeah. You took that sword from my bedroom, and I'm telling Mom. No, I didn't. I bought it at Walmart. Okay, so that's why the drivers don't get a raise, because of how much these CAOs get paid. Bingo. Tell her, go ahead. Tell Mom. This is my other one. Okay, we got to have 2, right? May the 4th be with you. Say hello to my little friend. Sorry, you know what? I went over to my buddy Lenny's house and started playing with his kid and ended up doing goofy stuff. May the surge be with you. Exactly. That's what we want. We want surge. We want some money. We don't want some crap. Okay, so let me get this. Oh, maybe I lost the page. I will get this up and rolling. So I found a new. I was reading this from Uber. I was reading this from my new, and this is like driver advice, okay? And I'm not going to say what the exact name of the new group that I just followed, but these people keep asking the questions that only a newbie would say. Okay. I had a very sketchy passenger. He was asking me to reroute everything. He kept falling asleep in the back. I was trying to get to a random Dollar Tree at 3 p.m. Once he got there, he asked if I could take him back home. After, he asked to his friends. He talked to his friends. I told him we would need to request another ride. He got into a vehicle and turned the app off and I turned the app off and left the area. I have one question. If passengers has drugs on them, am I liable? Does anybody know that question? Let's get that going. So let's read what they're saying in the room. That's why drivers don't get a raise. No, tell her. Okay, hit that like button. Crispy says hit that like button. Thank you, Crispy. I unlocked a $6 surge from Lyft the other day and took an hour to get a ride. It took an hour to get a ride. Must have 2 for a proper duel. Yeah. I think they should have a law that when you get in order on a gig economy app, you should be able to see the restaurant and see where the dinner is, not how many miles it is, and how much is the job. Well, see, that's the reason why we want to get with these other companies, because as gig shift workers, they can do whatever they want. But if I am a true independent contractor, I should be, this is the job you do. Okay, I'm going to do that job. That you need to give me all the information in order for me to do that job. I would have dropped off the sleeping rider at Motel 6 and said, here you go. Lights are always on for you. Yes. Has anybody ever done that? It sounded like it was 3:00 in the afternoon. They said 3 p.m. Maybe that was a typo. Maybe it was 3 a.m. Here's the thing. As a woman driver, I try not to get in any confrontations, especially with dudes, because I know these look like big, arms, but it's all fat. Okay, so I can't fight you. I can't. So I can spray my pepper spray. That's it, and that's only if I throw out about 12 a month, especially if they look for a Dollar Tree. So let me read another one. Because some of these people, the things that they're saying. Okay, let's just go over this. Oh, no, I haven't read this all. I won't go over this. Says Uber is the devil today. After having to call the police to get a passed out guy out of my vehicle last night, an hour and 15-minute ordeal, I got $19.16 at 2:08 a.m. The rider started. Then they deactivated me while requesting the police report for my accident. And finally, today, my instant pay is unavailable. I called them and they told me this is why people hate Uber. If you have, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you are driving and you have to call Feliz Cinco de Mayo, Franco. So if you have to call the police, they are going to suspend your account. So be prepared for that. They will end up suspending your account. I need some air. If you end up having to call the police. So sometimes you got to pick your battles. You got to say, well, is this guy that's being an idiot? Is it worth being suspending my pay for a week? And another thing you can keep in mind, and this is another good reason why you should be part of both Uber and Lyft, because if you are, then who cares if they suspend you from Uber? You can just do Lyft. You know what I mean? Or you do DoorDash or Postmates or something else. DoorDash has it. Why can't others? We should be able to see then Uber Eats. You can have to accept and resign. Well, when I was doing Uber Eats, and I don't know if they are still doing this. I stopped doing it not too long ago, but they were telling me approximately how far away the ride was. I think they should be a law, because then if you reject, maybe somebody else will take it. I don't know. They should. This is something that these driver groups are fighting for. They're fighting for things like unfair deactivations, which not only goes for just rideshare, that should go for all the, whether you are a Postmates driver. This is something, I mean, when DoorDash started doing this crap, where they were taking the tips, and they're still doing it. And that's why I stopped driving for DoorDash, because I'm not going to work for a company that does that. Okay. You can say, oh, it's not stealing, they're pooling, whatever you want to say. That when you give me a tip, it's not supposed to be that you can take my tip, which is a gift, and then put it towards something else. That's not right. I don't even like DoorDash, but I like their acceptance screen. There's DoorDash is a lot better here in Chicago. So I like DoorDash here in Chicago. It's better than Uber Eats, and I would choose DoorDash over Uber Eats, but they're not an up and up company. So it's like, that's why I applied for being Postmates and Deliv, but I got too sick to do it. I think you should do a video on how to rip them out of your car. And if you don't know how, I will be happy to show everyone how. No need for police. You know what? See, listen, Nicole, that's my sister. Listen, you just do what Scott does. He's got a big spray can of nasty, stinky, deer pee. Nobody, but the problem is you got to get that out of your car. No Uber Monday. We own the cars. We own the Uber. Take a day off and take control. We all need a day off. Let's do it on the same day. Okay, Bobby G, love your spirit. But we are doing no Uber on May 8th. But every second Monday of the month, the AIW, Alliance for Independent Workers, does get together and they do demonstrations every second Monday of the month. So you are welcome to join them. Mandy, not to sound sappy, but I want to thank you for everything you've been doing and still doing. We all say Mandy strong. We all say Mandy strong because we love you. Well, thank you guys. The reason why I ended up getting into, the reason why I ended up becoming an activist is because the old Uberman and Kevin the Entrepreneur, I listened to what they had to say, and I felt like I kept seeing my pay drop, and I felt like I couldn't continue to drive for the company and pretend like nothing is going on, which a lot of people do. They go, oh, I hate that pay cut, but shit, I got to go make some money. Isn't ride sharing regulated at least a little bit? Nope. As in protests, the drivers and riders? No. And we are allowed to protest our drivers or our companies too. It's our right as United States citizens. Okay, not a chance at Christine. Thank you, I will. Oh, sure, Christine. Mandy, did you hear about Ryan is driving? Yes, I did a thing the other night. It is very sad, but if you are, the thing is, and I think the reason why Ryan is driving is taking it so well, is there have been other people that have been canceled because they were showing what was going on in their car with customer as pertaining to customers. Now Ryan is driving. It may very well be that he got permission from all these customers, but I believe that somebody saw his video and changed their mind about whether or not they liked his video being up, even if he blurred out the faces. And it's been a while since I watched his videos. And I felt they were good and they were entertaining, but somebody got ticked off and then reported him, and Uber had to be like, oh yeah, we got to throw our weight around. but it doesn't do well on the driver's side. Drivers are like, F you, you know. Yes, that's why what I was thinking, Scott. They take good care of their drivers. I'm talking about IAW, Frank, when I speak of regulations. There's not really any regulations for rideshare. Rideshare is only 5 or 6 years old. And so it's a baby. And that's why. Hi, Jazz. How are you? Welcome to the room. Where's the Fat Man? Fat Man is Uberman Tampa. He was Uberman Tampa before. I don't know why he went from Fat Man to Uberman Tampa and back again, but we all know who he is. Uberman Tampa. So, yeah, welcome to the room. We are talking about some, like, I got in this new group and people were asking like some newbie type style questions. And although I haven't seen anybody getting stabbed or beaten or killed, and usually I do this about, drivers getting stabbed, beaten or killed, I don't have any, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining. So I hope, when I talk to people, I'm like, that are Uber drivers, like when I went to pick up my car, the person that I picked up my car from, he provides rideshare rentals. Okay. And so a lot of times I'll see other rideshare drivers in his waiting room. And so the first thing I ask is, how long have you been driving? Of course. And then I say, do you have a dash cam? And it's ridiculous how many people, oh no, I don't have a dash cam. It's ridiculous. And you want to take, what is it? Cover, CYOB, cover your own butt. Does cancellation thing work? I was pinged to go pick up someone 20 minutes invested with traffic, and 2 blocks before I get there and they cancel. I went to new customer invest 15 minutes and they canceled also. It was during an event. When do they pay the cancellation fee? That if they aren't paying the cancellation fee, I would be calling support about that, because they're supposed to pay you if they cancel early. If we own a business and have a business car, are we allowed to use them for Uber and Lyft? If your car passes inspection. All these newbies. Now, I don't know if these people are actually, he says, I'm a new driver. How do I see in the app where the riders want to go or how far they need to travel before you accept the ride? Yeah, this is a really funny one. How do I see? Because you don't see unless you're really good. Okay, let's see what the room is saying. Tony, I retired because I invested in Bitcoin in 2014. Now I'm in Aruba relaxing. Oh, you go, boy. Road Dog Rideshare Butch. Hey. And then Bobby, Fat Man is everywhere. Rock on, Fat Man, because he's losing weight. I guess he's not fat no more. You change your name, Fat Man. These big events, says Rick Reviews. Another Tampa driver, says James Ruffalo, said Franco. James Ruffalo, I wanted to ask, if I do just food delivery and not rideshare, is saving $2,000 good for repairs, etc. each year? You should. I would. Yeah, I would at least. I don't know what like, it depends on your car. I mean, I have a brand new car. If something breaks down, it's depends on your car, but I think 2,000 is good. There are like money experts that can tell you exactly how much you're supposed to be. I go to, I like to go to shoot, what is his name? I can't remember his name. Um, Let me go up here. No commercial vehicles for Uber. Might be different with Lyft. Two actually, one for man. Okay. Tony, please send me an airline ticket. Two actually, one for Mandy too. Okay. He was Uber Tampa long ago. He changed it, and when Uber said, I can't have Uber as your social media name, I saw who cares. Uber will still use it. Uberman Tampa, I have a job interview on Tuesday. Hope I get it. Awesome. Get that money. James Ruffalo, 2013 Kia Optima. Yeah, I would. 2000 sounds right. Oh, nice, Scott. What's it doing? I'd plan on 4,000. Honestly, a new transmission will cost that. Okay, well, that's what Uberman Tampa is a really what I know of him, he has he's really good at setting aside money and planning his money. So he says 4,000. If they ask me about a dash cam, I say look around. You're always on film anywhere you go. Hey, that's a good response. I love that. The dash cam is really meant for your safety, for both your and the passenger safety. That's what I tell them. Showgirls around the world are dancing in the family. Happy Cinco de Mayo, lady. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I forgot to mention that sulfane supplements decrease cancer cells, which is made from broccoli. My uncle had cancer and now is cancer-free from he had prostate cancer. Love the sombrero. Actually, this was my kitty's sombrero. I do have other sombreros. You want to see? You guys want to see? Do 111 if you want to see a couple of other of my sombreros. Are you still going to do Amazon, Scott? Just started doing Uber Eats. I love it. It depends on your area. Now, Uber Eats here, it's not as busy. So, but some people find it in their area. It's really busy. I just took an Uber crap. He said, your repairs and maintenance are on tax deductible. See your local CPA. You can have a dash cam in any state. You can have a dash cam in any state. Have no expectations of privacy. Oh, well. 111. Everybody says they want to see another. Okay. I guess everybody wants to see my other sombreros. Okay. Okay. I like to collect sombreros, but we only rent a room here. So I was told that I can only have these two. I have two big ones. This is one of them. This was my sister gave this one to my dad. And when he passed, I said, I want it. So here's this is a mariachi hat. And what that is the people dress up with these sombreros, these fancy sombreros to sing mariachi. So that's not just a regular sombrero. The regular sombrero was what I was wearing. So this is really a mariachi sombrero. And they always do all this intricate, And then this is a little kid's one that I picked up at a second-hand store. I guess it won't. I'd have to loosen it. There we go. That looks good. And then I have one. And then I also have, it's way up high. I have a black and white one just like this. But, here, and then I'll show you my littler one. I have one more. So this is what I am told I'm allowed to get from now on. So this is just, I'm allowed, when I go to the Mexican stores, if I see that they have one of these, I'll buy them because I love sombreros. Yeah, but this is just a decoration. It's not really. Can you do the hat dance? Well, not right now. I'm not in the I'm not able to do a hat dance right now. Does having a huge Mexican guy count? Do you have a huge Mexican guy? Nice hat, she said. James Wrestler, can I advise on your channel? Can I advise on your channel? Whatever you want to say, buddy. What's up, Mandy? Hey, Kevin Cook. Welcome back, he said. Mandy, I'm going to send you a genuine Disney sombrero from Mexico at Epcot. How can it be from Mexico if it's from Disney? About to drive in a few. Woo woo! Go get that money, get that honey. I know I stole that from Pay to Drive. I love his channel. Advise some stuff on your channel. Chinatown is the house. Okay, Chi-town. Yes, yeah. Chicago. If you hear, sometimes people will say Chi-town for Chicago. The locals know what it is. The other people are like, Chi-town, what? Does not allow she does not allow advertisements. Yes, look, guys, I haven't seen anybody advertising, but I do kick people out. I won't bar them permanently, but I will kick them out if they start spamming. RC driver in the house. Epcot has a Mexico pavilion at Epcot. Oh, okay. I think I like the big hat best. All right, we'll do the big hat. This was my dad's for a while. And if I pass, this is going to go back to my sister. She bought it in Mexico for my dad. He had it on his wall. So, I didn't know how to wear them. If you look at them, see how the back flips up? That is part of the demonstration. So when you see see how it's the flipped up back is to, like, wow you. So the front is like that and the back is like that. Yeah. Okay. I know I'm busting her chops. Just kidding with her. Not yet. Big hat. Can't go with the blue hat. You want the little blue hat or the big blue hat? It's possible. It's possibly made in China. Let me see. Well, I don't know if this is made. This one says made in Mexico, but we can look. Let me see. I didn't think about that. No, this is hecho en Mexico. Hecho en Mexico. This one doesn't say made in Mexico. Yeah. Probably made in China. Flip up back is your siesta. Flip up back is for siesta. Yeah. Around the world family. Big blue hat. Oh, she wants a big blue hat. I mean, you can't go wrong with the blue color, right? I like blue. Hello, Stephen SS. Woohoo! Stephen SS in the house. Okay, guys, we're gotten off topic. We've been talking about Stephen. You're just coming in while we're talking about. I have a new group that a lot of times I talk about stuff that goes on in different groups that I see that I'm like, maybe I should talk about that on my channel. Okay, so I'm asking these actually of you guys. Day or night driving, pros versus cons. So do you guys drive at night? Do you drive at day? If you're a delivery driver, what is your shift? Because I know delivery drivers have their shifts are different than our shifts. Let's see here. Oh my God, I'm driving, hustling for you, Mandy. Thank you. Yes. So what shifts do you prefer as your hustling shifts? I prefer driving night. More money, more rides, more surge, says Chris B. Beacon of Light says, I drive Lyft day and night. Okay. Do you do early mornings? I didn't like doing the early mornings. Delivery depends on what state in working. Okay. I'm part-time night driver, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Okay. Night driver or night's dinner. Okay, so Grubhub likes nights and dinner. In the city of Chicago, now inside the city of Chicago, especially on Friday and Saturday nights, you can end up having to take shifts till 4 o'clock in the morning because on Saturdays and Sunday nights, people want food. Mandy, I don't like early mornings. I really don't either. That's why I always did second shift. I always did like 3 to 11. I really enjoyed it, but if any of you guys know about Chicago, it's busiest from 9 until 1 a.m. So I felt kind of bad leaving at 11 because I hate that busy traffic, he says. Mandy, you look great today. Thank you. So it's busiest in Chicago from 9 p.m. till 1 a.m. She said I generally start 9 p.m. till 2 or till 5 a.m. Okay, yeah. And I have a spouse that my spouse is like, you got to be home by, I want to be in bed with you. I'm like, all right. You got to pick your battles when you're married. You're like, okay. So I tried to be home around midnight, at the latest, start heading home at 11. If you know anything about Chicago, if you try to set your destination filter at 12 o'clock in Chicago, I don't know how it is now. I don't know if they completely turned off having destination filters, but they were at 12 o'clock at night, they were limited. You could not use your destination filter. So I would always start my destination filter at like 11:45. I'd be like, F you, Uber. Or I just use Lyft, but sometimes Lyft is not even busy at all and you never get home, And the other thing with Lyft is they kept adding people to my car. I share my location with my husband and a couple other friends. And with my Bluetooth, my last number called is always set on my husband's phone. That's a good idea. Sometimes it works or go offline. Yeah, sometimes it works. You have to. This is what I like. When I know it's going to surge at midnight, so I like to get that surge at midnight because somebody is going to go to the north side. Well, Uber is like, well, you can't. You can't put your destination filter on at this time. Well, shoot, I would love to rather than just leave and go home without a ride. I would rather put on my destination filter and head home. But I feel like they're cutting their nose off to spite their face. Yeah. Kevin said that's a smart move at Crispy Tampa. I get lucky with my destination filter. Of course, it helps to know your market. 1,087 subs. Congrats, man. Thank you guys. I think we need to order. I had a pizza today. I did order a pizza. What time is it? I could go get it out of the car. Yes. My favorite pizza is all veggie plus bacon. Because you can't go wrong with bacon, right? Bacon's yum. And then you can say, oh, but I had a veggie pizza, so it's healthy for me. Let's not talk about all the cholesterol in the cheese. Forget about it. I want a veggie pizza tonight, Mandy. Yes, sounds good. I have a veggie pizza, personal veggie pizza. I just went with my friend for dinner for a veggie pizza. Let's get talking about some more stuff that people are asking, because I know you guys are going to be able to. Okay. She says, why in God's green earth do airport passengers request their ride before they even have gotten their bags? Okay. First time I get a 3-star rating today. The Lyft GPS was tripping out. LOL. I thought it was funny. It was fine at first, but as soon as she got in my car and I hit pickup, it just started going all over the place. I apologized and showed the rider that it was going on with it. So I had to use Google Maps instead. Well, we'll just say wench. She didn't say wench. She said naughty words. Reported me for it. Wow. Apparently she didn't find it so funny. So this is kind of like that. I don't know about you guys, but if somebody were to get into my car, you can't always control the situation. And if it happens all the time in downtown Chicago, it happens all the time downtown Chicago. It flips around. The navigation flips around, and then you're like, what do I do? And it takes experience to know what to do. My daughter was driving me around, and she felt like, oh, well, my mom is sick. Obviously, she can't help me drive her. I'm like, no, listen, this is my territory downtown. You need to let me drive. And she's like, yes, but you're sick. I'm like, yeah, but I can sit. Really. But my trick to the navigation is I have a second phone, and I try to bring up it on another phone. I feel like you look like a champ if you say, well, it seems like this isn't working. And this second phone, I don't have it turned on. Okay, I don't pay for more minutes. I just have it hooked to Wi-Fi, and then I try to get the Wi-Fi on my other phone. I have in the past had to ask customers to turn on their and find it, through their app, because things didn't work out. She says, this is so informative. I've had to throw a thumbs up now. Well, thank you. I was hitting about the advertisement. Oh, okay. What kind of video cam do you use for a rideshare, Mandy? I went, guys, listen. I went out and bought a couple cheap ones, and they broke right away. So I don't suggest that you buy a cheap one. Buy a mid-class one. I went and bought $20 ones, and both of them have broke. And I got in an accident, and it would have been helpful if I had a dash cam. So my dash cam took a poop, and I still need to buy one. I should buy one. I was trying to get on Amazon so I could buy one, and Amazon is now deciding putting more safety features in, so it's hard. I'm not getting into my Amazon account. What kind of video can? Oh wait, she said that. This is what I prefer. And my friend Tony B sent me one. And I'm gonna get it. You put it hides up in the thing. Okay, so people don't see it. It hides. Here's your mirror, and it's up in your mirror, and it points in front, and it sees everything. If people ask me about it, Of course, their voice is being recorded. So their face is not being recorded. And the reason why I don't do that is because I heard you can get deactivated from Lyft. From my understanding, you can get deactivated from Lyft if you're recording customers. When I started, that's what I was told. So I just always do not record customers in my car. Plus, but I figure the dash cam is going to record their voice anyway. Okay. But a dash cam is super important because if they try to do something nasty, you can be like, what the heck are you doing? And it's going to get that on the, you know what I mean? It's super important though. I've had my car hit. Not my fault. My daughter was driving my car the other day, and my car was going to pick up a wheelchair and a chair for my bath, and somebody came along and rammed into our car. So you got to kind of expect that you're going to get, and then the people make up big stories about what happened. So, I mean, dash cam, a must for Uber drivers, a must for Uber Eats, a must for anybody that is out on the road, a must. And I highly suggest you always have right close to you pepper spray. I would always hang it on. It's probably in my car, right? My other car that just got bad, but I always hang it right where I can grab it really quickly because I've seen criminals go ahead and do like interviews about, and they said, the victims that I was preying on, they're doing interviews from prison. The victims that I was preying on, the ones that got away were ones that had their pepper spray. They had their pepper spray ready, and it wasn't down in their purse. They just, yeah. So you got to have it ready. If you are recording customers and putting it on the internet, that's a problem. But your safety factor is it's great to have a cam. Yes, I do not put them on the internet, and I think that's a slippery slope. I think Ryan is driving knew that, and he congrats, he got a lot of followers. That's very entertaining to see all that stuff. But at the same time, I'm sure in the back of his mind, he may have known that there would come a day that Uber was like, psh, 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 and it has happened. So let's go on and talk about other things now. So my kid just told me when people ask me how work is going, not to mention Uber, he says it's embarrassing. What do you tell people when they ask what you do? Okay, so guys, what do you guys tell people when they ask what you do for a living? Are you embarrassed? Is this embarrassing to you? Personally, I think this is I love doing Uber, I love doing Uber. I love the people. I love doing delivery. Kevin says no. No what? No, you don't tell anybody. There's nothing wrong with being taxi. It's a job. Yeah, exactly. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed either. I ain't. I'm an Uber driver. I've been for, at least 2 years, at least. So, come on. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's nothing wrong with driving for Uber or Lyft. I know. I really enjoy it, but I also know there are risks. When you're driving, people can get mad at you and they're behind you, and they could grab you by the neck and strangle you. So you have to be really alert to what's going on and be very conscious, and be ready to turn your body like this, because people can get you from behind. If you have that's the scariest thing, when somebody's right here, or even if they're right behind you in that seat right there. And almost every single one of my customers, the first thing they do is go to that seat right back there. Okay. And if they're back there, they can reach up here and hit me in the face, or they can choke me. I love connecting with the people and getting to know people. Yes, in that, me and Crispy Tampa both say we love talking to people, connecting with people. That's what I love about this job. So a lot of people, oh, why don't you just quit your job? No, I feel like I can work my job and still ask to be treated fairly. So, okay. So let's talk about um, the next one. Okay. Okay, somebody is advertising the IPO strike. Enough is enough. Yoo-hoo! Some of the questions on here were super dingy. Hold on. What? I have to go pick her up? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I guess I got to go do my spousally duty, and I got to call it a night. We're kind of lagging anyway. So I am going to call it a night with you guys. Let me see here. Let me see what everybody's saying in the room, and then I'll say goodbye. Nothing wrong with driving through. Okay. I love connecting with people. Keep your head on a swivel. Okay, so, yeah, exactly. Woo-hoo, real easy. Putting your back like this. I have helped so many people in a positive ways and advice. Help someone stop suicide and crying and hugging me and thanking me. Yes, I've picked up people. There's a counseling service right close to here, and I've picked up people from the counseling service, and I've helped them out that way. I've picked up people that have lost their spouses, and I just gave them good, loving words, and that's why I love this job. So anyway, guys, we've been doing this for an hour. I really appreciate you stopping by. We're already down to 6 people anyway. Everybody's probably like, eh. So, we got to figure out and get everybody back on the podcast. But I thought I'd come on and say, hey, I'm feeling a little bit better. As you guys can see, I'm not sleeping nearly as much all day long. I do. So, I love you guys too. Franco, thank you guys. Big hugs. So, May the 4th be with you. Have lots of beer on me. Enjoy your beer. Maybe I'll go get a wine cooler later. So, you only live once, right? Okay, thank you guys. Hustle hard, but hustle smart. And if you don't hustle smart, take your broke booty home. Driver Lady Pro out. Hasta la vista, baby.